What's going on? I I want to make the video that I was supposed to make yesterday. Um, I'm I made a really fucking negative video, and I fucking deleted it after like 10 people saw it. So hopefully that wasn't you, but I think yesterday I don't know. I think I just fucking got, dare I say it, a little bit emotional. I was very fucking frustrated. I was feeling disconnected. I was feeling irritable and discontent. And I think largely, there's this thing, the comparison trap. And for some fucking stupid reason in the last few days, I've been comparing myself to people making similar type of videos to me that have been doing it for a way longer period of time. They've had way more success. Some people have put out, like, by this point, over 7 times the videos that I've put out, and it is stupid to compare yourself to other people. So don't get caught out when you're striving for things, trying to compare yourself to other people. I know people, you should be competitive, but if you want to be competitive, compete with people that are on your level. Be smart enough to know that if you've just started doing whatever, you are not going to be able to compete with someone who's been doing it 4 years more. And don't beat yourself up about it. But another thing that was frustrating me was, new YouTuber problems. Basically, it's fucking, I call it the philosophical struggle. And basically, for me, I'm quite a creative person, I think. And it's sort of like the internal war between, like, wanting to be an entrepreneur and needing to earn money, and also being a creative and finding a way where you can do both at the same time. That's the best way I could describe it. And I felt like, again in the recent week, that I felt my creativity getting pulled away. And basically learning more about the algorithm and shit like that. Like, basically, you have to copy for a new channel to sort of get picked up. You have to pretty much copy what other people have done in terms of, like, thumbnails, or even the content. You just basically put in your own spin on an idea that works, and that just didn't quite sit right with me. But I'm just being fucking immature. Sometimes the way the world works is not nice, I don't want to make content just for the sake of it. But I was being stupid, because really it's still going to help people. People are still going to see it. I was just having a fucking mad, frustrated day yesterday, talking about other creators and their fucking subscribers, and, like, it was just a cuntish thing to do. And I felt it reflected poorly on myself. Normally I would just, do you know what I mean? I did have a fucking internal fight. I was like, should I leave it up? It's a bit of a bitch move to just fucking delete it, but I didn't want to have a negative blemish on my fucking record. Do you know what I mean? Because so far I've kept my record of, at least trying to make videos for people who need them, and ideally for my younger self. The sort of person that I was maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And yesterday I was behaving like my former self. If I couldn't have given any advice to my younger self yesterday, because I was acting like a fucking tit. I was really angry. But, you know, not every day is a really fucking bright, fluffy cloud and butterflies with unicorns dancing around kind of fucking day. You know, self-improvement is what it is. And sometimes, you know, even if, you know, as long as you've made improvements over time, it's still fucking improvement. Trust me, the way that I'm living now, compared to how I used to live, even if I was to start, say, drinking alcohol, doing that on top of everything else that I do that is positive, it would still be a massive improvement on how my fucking life used to be. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I have very strong opinions around drinking drugs, as some of you will know if you watch my videos, but, you know, don't beat yourself up. You know, you can become super fucking analytical of yourself, which isn't a bad thing. You should be your own worst critic. But don't let yourself get bogged down with fucking self-obsession, because it's never a good thing. You know, you need to work on yourself. You need to keep improving. You know, but you judge your own improvement. You know, don't compare yourself to other people. Are you slightly better than you were yesterday? Fantastic. That's a win. So just, you know, take the W. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a video for anyone who did see that. If you were in the 10 or 11 people who did see it, I apologise. It was very, very negative. And I won't do that again. I wanted to do a bulk again. I did say a couple of weeks ago I was going into bulk, but obviously I've got fucking back pain now, or hip pain, or whatever the fuck it is. So I can't really do that. So, you know, you can feel, you know, the things that you really enjoy doing sometimes, you're not going to be able to do. Maybe, you know, if you fucking play football and you get injured, do you know what I mean? And it's literally going to the gym, and it really fucking put things in perspective. It's such a massive part of my character and my identity that when I can't do it, it's like having a fucking leg cut off. And it's sort of, as a man, when you can't physically do the things that you would normally do, it's fucking soul crushing. It's absolutely soul crushing. And it made me think, you know, made me think about my dad when he was younger, because he was like inches from a wheelchair for most of his life, basically. He had an accident at work when he was younger, and he was registered disabled, couldn't work again, his back was fucked, and he basically decided not to have the operation because there was a high chance that he could end up in a wheelchair, and he was like, you know, fuck that, basically. Both my nans were in wheelchairs, and he basically would rather live in pain for his whole life than face the possibility, the high chance of him being in a wheelchair. What a fucking hero. He's just a legend. But it also made me think, like, how I felt pathetic that just because I couldn't go to the gym, it was like crushing me. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but it's just fucking going to the gym. But self-improvement, you know, we tell ourselves these things are so fucking important. But it shouldn't fucking rule on, you know, going to the gym should not rule over you. It shouldn't. Not in Not in such a way where if you can't do it, it cripples you, you know? So take your self-improvement seriously. But be aware, you know? Just fucking try to be more aware of how serious you're pushing in one direction. I'm fucking going around the houses here. I'm losing track. But basically, you know, don't let this fucking shit rule your life, okay? You still need to be able to... There'll be a time where you might have to adjust, basically. And when that happens, it'd be better to take it smoothly rather than feeling like me, you know? So don't attach too much of your fucking identity to one activity. It's just fucking going to the gym. Yeah, we want to look good, don't we? We want to feel good. We want to have a good physique, but why? Why do you know? Why do you want to do it? Another thing is, you know, the philosophical struggle, but, you know, are we so fucking shallow that all we give a fuck about is having an aesthetic physique because it looks good, you know? You're not as strong as somebody who does like CrossFit or powerlifting. Why is it so fucking important that you look good? You know, training for aesthetic is like one of the biggest pussy moves in my opinion, because it's all about what somebody else thinks. It's all about somebody else's perception. Do you know what I mean? So don't just train for fucking aesthetic. Train, you know, you don't even... I touched on this again yesterday, but you don't really want to earn 10 or 20 grand a month. What you want is the feeling of not having to worry, not feeling the stress weighing down on you of these fucking bills that keep racking up, you know. And what you really want from your training is the feeling of strength, okay? The feeling of confidence, the feeling of fitness. And people fucking talk about, oh, catching feelings. Do you know what I mean? Like, having feelings is a fucking bad thing in today's society. You are made to feel like if you have feelings, it's a negative thing. It's really fucked up. And that is how people get desensitized to things. You become fucking emotionless. You know, oftentimes all people care about is money. So ask yourself why. You know, I've said before, I say that again in every fucking video. I've said this before. I must be repeating myself a lot. But as well as, you know, asking yourself your why, you know, actually ask yourself why. How many people ask why? Why do you fucking do things? Why is it? Do you know what I mean? And I've been in this fucking position, and it took me so fucking long to get. But why are you, you know, let's just say you're smoking weed. You know it's fucking you up. You know you've got maybe fucking paranoid schizophrenia or psychosis. But you will wake up still every morning and roll a fucking joint before you, literally when your feet touch the floor when you get out of bed. The first thing that is on your mind. You know, why do you do these things? Why are you doing it? Why? You know, why? Ask yourself why. Just ask yourself why. And if you feel like, I don't know why I'm doing it, you know, then it's something that you really need to look into for yourself. You know, and I've been thinking about why, in what I was just talking about, going to the gym. Why is it so fucking important for me? And why did I feel so crushed that I couldn't go to the fucking gym? And it's because I was giving a fuck about my appearance too much. About what people thought of me and how I look and my fucking aesthetic. Yeah, my wife doesn't give a flying fuck about my muscles. She literally doesn't. Well, she does. She does show me off sometimes, but you know, generally she doesn't fucking care. And I swear to God, not many people do. You see, like fucking Chris Bumstead or whatever, the fucking Mr. Olympia. I could bet my fucking balls on it that all the comments that he gets come from other dudes. I bet no women ever come to him and say, "Oh, you're so big and muscular. Well, how do you get your pecs, you know, like that or whatever? How do you get your fucking lats so wide?" It's all for fucking other dudes. Like, so why? Do you know what I mean? Why am I fucking allowing myself to get so fucking caught up in what other people think? You know, and I know it's fucking cliche to say in self-improvement about balance. You know, balance is important between a lot of different aspects. In terms of getting shit done and chasing your goals, there's no balance. It's 100%. But you do need, you know, a balance between physical and spiritual. Do you know what I mean? You fucking do. I don't care what anybody says or how airy-fairy or hippified you think it is. We do need that balance, okay? Once you've done prayer and meditation or whatever it is that you do for a period of time, breathing techniques, do you know what I mean? Even just running, and then you don't do it, you will fucking feel it. You will know. Anyway, I'm fucking rambling. I'm going to cut this video off. Have a blessed day. I'll touch in with you again tomorrow.